Hey, Dr. Gene Clerkin here with Monadnock Natural Health, helping you to find your blueprint to wellness and live your best life. I've been in practice 31 years now. The top two things that show up on every health form, just about every health form that I've ever seen over the years, and that's many, is weight and energy. And fatigue is really an interesting thing because it's connected to every other disease process out there. But a couple of basic things when it comes to fatigue, because it's such a widespread thing. One, obviously, if we're not sleeping well, that's going to affect our sleep, and either we can't get to sleep easily, that's typically when the hamster wheel is running, or we wake up in the middle of the night between 1 and 3, that typically means the liver's under stress, or we sleep through the night and we wake up and we're still tired, and that's called unrestorative sleep. And any of those things can cause, obviously, there to be fatigue in the day. But when it comes to fatigue, it's typically a combination of things. The adrenals, if you have a high stress life, you've had major stress or just ongoing chronic stress, then that's a pretty good clue that your adrenals might be burned out. And the adrenal cycles, they should be peaking in the morning and dropping at night. And if you're under a lot of stress, you can get screwed up to where you're peaking at the wrong times and dropping at the wrong times. It's another reason. The thyroid is probably the most common thing out there because it's a little butterfly gland right here in the throat. Every cell in your body has receptor sites for thyroid hormones, and when the thyroid's off, it's going to affect every function, including energy and weight and so forth. But really common, the thyroid takes a beating for most women, and most women in their 50s, I would say, have a thyroid issue even if they don't know it. Toxicity is another big one. We live in a world that's just lots of stuff coming at us. I mean, even the radiation from our computers, but our foods, what's in the air, what's in the water, medications, all of it add up. And when the body gets toxic, it starts to create like a fog, and it makes it hard. You get hormones get interrupted, receptor sites get clogged, and then it throws things off, and that's another, a good clue or another thing to look at when you're fatigued. Nutrition. Most people, first of all, we're Americans. We don't necessarily eat that great. It's tough to get good food. The soil's been leached of minerals. We have busy lives. And a lot of our digestive systems are broken down. So even if we're eating well, we're not getting the nutrients in. And if we don't have the building blocks, then we're not going to have what we need to create the energy that we need as well. We tend to live in a very sedentary society. I know that's post-COVID. I've been more sedentary because we do more virtual work, which is great. We see a lot of people, but it definitely has an effect in not moving your body. Things get backed up. We get more toxic. We don't get blood flow to the deeper muscles, to our brain. All that kind of stuff can be affected by a sedentary lifestyle. And then finally, I'll just mention stress. Stress is like, first of all, it's the great exacerbator of all conditions, but it kind of wears us down. We talked about the adrenals a little bit earlier, but it takes energy to be in this stress physiology because it's a fight or flight physiology, and there's a time for it. It's a necessary thing at times, but if you're in it all the time, then all our resources are tied up in that. We don't have a lot for healing and rebuilding, and then eventually, of course, we're going to start to get worn down and tired out. So I think that the theme here is that when you're dealing with any symptoms, but certainly fatigue being one of them, is you want to take a more holistic look and approach. It's like, I tried this, I tried working on my adrenals, I tried working on it. Those things are great, but you really want to look at all the factors because they're typically all involved, not just one of them. Anyway, if you want to learn more, you can check out our website, monadnocknaturalhealth.com, or you can click the link below for a free discovery call with me. I'm Dr. Gene Clerkin with Monadnock Natural Health. We'll talk to you soon.